A surprising reaction came from Kim Seokjin, or better known as Jin of BTS, regarding Jungkook's closeness with a mysterious woman who has recently become the talk of the public. In a moment that was captured unofficially, and then quickly spread across various social media platforms, Jin displayed gestures and comments considered unusual, triggering major speculation among fans and observers of the South Korean entertainment industry. What exactly does Jin know about this woman? And why has his reaction become such a hot topic? The tension first arose when Jungkook was seen with a woman whose identity remains unrevealed to the public. Although there has been no official statement from the agency HYB Labels, many fans have begun speculating about their closeness based on several unofficial photos and subtle interactions in a few private moments. More interestingly, the spotlight is no longer on who the woman is, but rather on how Jin responds to her presence in a live broadcast on a fan community platform. Jin, who is known for his humorous yet protective personality towards BTS members, made a comment that contained a subtle but rather sharp innuendo. When asked by fans about the type of woman suitable for Jungkook, Jin once responded, "As long as she doesn't just suddenly appear and try to become important in his life, I think it can be discussed." That statement was interpreted by many armies as a form of implied disapproval, or at least, a signal that Jin is observing the situation very carefully. Many fans called Jin's reaction a red flag, or an early warning of a possible relationship that doesn't align with the values upheld by BTS so far, especially regarding privacy, honesty, and professionalism. Jin, who has long been known as the eldest Hyung, who always maintains group dynamics, seemed to display an increasingly strong protective instinct towards Jungkook, who is also the youngest maknae in the group. That a source in the entertainment industry who asked not to be named stated that Jin has long played an informal role as a balancer in the group, especially in matters of relationships and personal careers. Jin knows how pressure in this industry works. He doesn't easily place trust in anyone who suddenly appears around the members, the source revealed. What captured public attention was Jin's expression caught on camera while witnessing the interaction between Jungkook and the woman at a private event. In a video taken by a fan from a distance, Jin was seen staring with a serious expression, far from the cheerful character he usually displays. Even in one moment, Jin appeared to whisper to RM and Suga, then chuckled softly, but his gaze remained sharp, as if holding something unspoken. The quick reaction from fans could not be stopped. Online discussion forums such as the Coup, Pan, and Reddit were filled with speculation pointing to one thing: Jin is monitoring the situation and most likely does not fully agree with the woman's presence. Some referred to this as a form of silent code from Jin, while others viewed it as the responsibility of an older brother who doesn't want the youngest member to take a reckless step. However, to this day, there has been no confirmation or clarification from Jin, Jungkook, or the agency regarding the woman rumored to be close to Jungkook. Several media outlets tried to contact HYB Labels for comments, but the response remained normative: "We do not comment on the private lives of our artists." This phenomenon opens up a broader discussion among fans about to what extent BTS members' closeness with figures outside the entertainment industry should be responded to by the public. Jin, as a beloved figure known for his candor and protectiveness towards fellow members, actually shows that what appears on the surface can have far more complex dimensions behind the scenes. One thing is certain: Jin's reaction has sparked curiosity and anticipation from millions of eyes now watching the development of Jungkook's closeness with the woman. Is this merely the concern of an older brother? Or does Jin know something the public does not? While speculation continues to swirl, one thing becomes clear: in the personal and professional dynamics of BTS, every movement of the members, especially when involving figures outside their circle, will always be taken seriously. And this time Jin has proven that he is not just the oldest member, but a guardian of balance who is not afraid to take a stand if situations begin to stray from the boundaries he considers safe. The public is now waiting. Will Jin speak out further? Or is this silence actually a signal that there is more happening behind the scenes? Jin BTS and the mysterious woman around Jungkook, fact or sensation? The issue of Jungkook's closeness with a mysterious woman, as well as the reaction said to have come from Jin, continues to circulate across various social media platforms. Video clips, snippets of conversation, and interpretative speculation about Jin's expressions at certain moments have become the main topic of discussion in fan communities and digital entertainment media. But along with the flood of this information, a very pressing question arises that we must all reflect on together. Does what we see truly reflect reality? Or is this a narrative deliberately constructed to generate public attention? In the South Korean entertainment world, which is highly structured, controlled by large agencies and full of marketing strategies, not a few pieces of information are deliberately leaked or revealed indirectly to build image, raise expectations, or simply increase exposure. Could this issue fall into that category? Is it true that Jin showed disapproval or suspicion toward the woman around Jungkook? Or is it merely a free interpretation of facial expressions trimmed into a few seconds of viral video? We must realize that much of the content currently circulating comes from platforms such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Twitter, now X, which are known to drive the spread of information quickly but not always accurately. Some accounts even blatantly add provocative captions without providing clear sources. Jin angry at the woman approaching Jungkook? Or, Jin's gestures reveal it all. But is that really the reality? Is a single raised eyebrow or a faint smile enough to conclude a personal relationship? These questions are essential for us to ask ourselves, especially in this post-truth era where perception often holds more weight than facts. Are we, as viewers and consumers of information, merely following the emotional flow crafted by media framing? Do we favor certain narratives because they fit our imagination as fans, rather than because they are true? Furthermore, we need to consider the possibility of confirmation bias in the spread of this narrative. Many fans may already have an ideal image of who is worthy of Jungkook, what kind of behavior is ideal for Jin as the eldest brother, and what should happen in their personal lives. When a piece of information emerges that aligns with that image, no matter how incomplete or unverified, we tend to accept it as truth. But is that fair to the artists involved? Have we perhaps unconsciously formed expectations that restrict their personal lives? A critical fact to emphasize here is, until now there has been no official statement from Jin, Jungkook, or their agency HYB regarding the mysterious woman. All circulating information remains speculative, sourced from fan perspectives, video clips, and free interpretation on the internet. In this context, we must reconsider. Are we reading reality, or merely watching a scenario crafted by algorithms and our collective desires as the public?